Hi guys, just getting set up, getting ready. I'm going to shuffle up some cards. I already drew a few from this fairy tale Lenormand that a friend got for me yesterday in exchange for a reading. So yeah, I already busted the spine out because so daddy. But I like to do this like this, open them really hard. And the ones that are strung together like this, they stay fairly well, right? But this one was glued in and I cracked the glue. I think this one is glued too though, and it's still intact. But I do that to all of them. I like to bend them probably too hard. Alright, so I'm going to do quite a bit of reading today, literally, from some of my favorite poetry books, Sour, Honey, and Soul Food by Billy Chapata, Billy. It's a really pretty, like, everything about this book is gorgeous. Can you guys even see all of there you go, the butterfly. And that's just like the publishing house. I don't know, I just love it. It's so pretty. I got it on Amazon. And my sister got me this one, The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One, Amanda Lovelace. She got it for my birthday a few years ago. So I would like to read at least one entry from both of those. And then we're going to go through our new deck, Fairy Tale Lenormand. I already got out the Sun. I mean, not got out, but I already shuffled, and what came out was the Sun, Mountain, and Ring, which is card number 31, 21, and 25. Those dates could be significant to you if you are a Cancer or Leo. It could be June 31st. Is there a 31st in June? Did I just make myself sound real stupid? June 25th. It could also be a Leo. But yeah, your birthday could be the 31st, the 21st, or the 25th of Cancer Leo season is what I'm seeing here. Or an air sign again, because we have mountains. We have the Sun, Mountain, and a Ring. So this also could be an engagement. You could be taking a trip to the mountains around the 25th of December, which Christmas time. I mean, that sounds kind of weird, but maybe you're celebrating Christmas with your family in the mountains. If not this year, maybe next year, 2021, 2025 even, 4 years from now, 2031, you could be taking a trip to the mountains and getting engaged. I don't know. I'm going to read the entries to these. The Sun I already read, and it was basically the whole Sleeping Beauty thing. She was put under a curse to where she would sleep all day, and then when she woke up at night, she was an old crone, whatever that even means. And out of pity, this prince gave her a kiss, and it broke the spell. Like, I don't know. The whole thing was kind of silly, but it has some pretty imagery. And it's basically the Sun card in the tarot, which is the sun on your face, vitamin D, getting some actual sun, but it's that feeling that the sun gives you, warming after a long winter even, sunbathing, and also, can you see, I'm going to try to get it to focus, there it goes. But these moon flowers, I don't know what they're called, I'll read it in a second from the book, but they signify her cycle, the princess's cycle of being asleep during the day and waking up at night. You could be feeling very nocturnal lately. You could be getting some of your best work done after the sun goes down. You could have a specific time of day that is your magic hour. But yeah, you could also be moving to the mountains on the 21st of next month, this month, December, January, February, March, it doesn't matter, whenever. next year even. You could be celebrating New Year's in the mountains and getting engaged also. It doesn't have to be Christmas. The 25th indicated Christmas to me, but it doesn't have to be, obviously. It could be Valentine's Day. You could be spending Valentine's Day in the mountains getting engaged or actually getting married. My sister had a mountain wedding in the middle of winter, and it was quite thrilling on Valentine's Day. So yeah, that could be a really big Three of Cups moment for you. It doesn't have to be your wedding. It could be your sister's wedding. It could be your best friend's wedding. It could be one of your parents' weddings. Also, it doesn't even have to be a wedding. It could just be a vacation to the mountains with yourself, with your kids, with your closest friends and family. But yeah, this speaks to getting out and getting into nature and being in the sunlight and being in the sunshine, rejuvenating, basking in the sun. Okay, if you haven't already, call in your guides. I'm going to call in mine. I already have, actually. So I'm going to do a few more cleansing things. Meditate for a second. Do your breath work if you haven't already. Focus. Say your prayer. Thank God, whoever, source, almighty, higher self, for waking you up this morning, for all the activities that you've already taken place in, the shower that you've taken, the body that you've moved, the clean water that you've used for drinking or cleansing or cooking or cleaning your house, any and all of the things. Give thanks. Take a moment. Get into a place where you're relaxed. Lots of water, please, and thank you. You should be drinking water all day, every day. If you don't, this is your reminder. Get into the habit of it. My daughter and I drink. Actually, I drink a little bit more than her because I'm a bit bigger than her. Quite a bit bigger than her. But we shoot for 6 32-ounce. Mine is this. It's just from when I had my surgery. I kept these. I've acquired them. If you have a baby in a hospital, they'll give them to you as well. If you know any nurses, I'm sure they have access to these. But anyways, you can also buy it on Amazon, wherever. But shoot for 6 to 8 of those. 6 to 8 32-ounce glasses, pitchers, bottles, whatever it is. Alkaline. Obviously, the more alkaline our bodies are, the better. I will say that for fasting in the morning, when you wake up, before you break your fast, which is breakfast, the first meal of the day, I would drink at least 1 lemon water. I juice my lemons and then I put my actual lemon peel in my water to get the oils and stuff. But I also rinse my fruit in vinegar, so it's not just straight from the grocery store and I just put it in my water, because that grosses me out really bad. And if you're not able to do that, then you don't have to put the rinds and all in the peels and stuff. Just juice or squeeze and toss it. Put it down your garbage disposal, let it sit, let it soak, and then turn it on and it'll clean your garbage disposal too. Anyways, drink water. I'm going to start with The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, Amanda Lovelace. We are, what, 9 minutes in? Okay, good. Alright, you are the lucky ace of the deck, a burning arrow piercing through their so-called hollow tree hatred. You are Empress. But also it looks like Empress to me. I mean, that's what I see. And then on the next page, paint your nails black, rub glitter on your face, take so many selfies, compliment your sisters, no, not just your sisters, straight sisters, and hex any, well, I guess straight and non-binary, all of the things, inclusive, not just straight white women that happen to be your actual blood sisters. And hex any man who catcalls you. A note from me scrawled on your mirror. I think this is the one I read last time. That's kind of weird. But if you need to actually scrawl this on your actual mirror, then do that. Black lipstick. I just got my nails done yesterday, but I thought about, they're just like clear acrylic. I don't do paint on them, but I thought about painting them black. Probably, maybe when I go back, I'll have them paint them black. But anyways, yeah, so that is The Witch Doesn't Burn. Let's read one more. Women pass down how-to guides on ways to tell if our drinks are spiked and offer to guard the flimsy doors of the bathroom stalls for each other. Survival. Survival 2, which is sad. But also heartwarming because we're taking care of each other. But why do we only do that when we're drunk and in a bathroom? Or only for the people that we come with? Right? Why aren't we that protective of everyone? We should be, because we are everyone and everyone is our family. Like, we are one family, right? We are also one. We are all source. Women learn to sense who, it says what, and then it's crossed out, says who, danger looks like just by catching another woman's eye from across a crowded room. Survival. And survival too. But also how true. And men, if that are watching this, because I know I do have men that watch this, if this upsets you, you can also take on these traits and attributes of protection and protecting women around you, especially black women around you, the more vulnerable, and we all know that they are the most vulnerable, not because they're weak. It's actually quite the opposite. It's because they're strong and they're powerful and they're feared. So take on this. Protect women in all aspects. If you see a man who is causing someone harm or has that intent or they give you just a bad vibe, watch out for women around you and them. This shouldn't offend you. This should empower you. Men, right? Women, everyone, all genitals, all genders, all whatever. It shouldn't upset you, is what I'm saying. If you thumbs down my video because I read something about women protecting women and men protecting women or protecting black women, if that offends you, please thumbs it down and then exit. Super hard left. All the way left. The leftist left possible. Alright. Let's see. This is from Billy. Is that how you say it? Chapter? It is. Wait. Well, I say that's. I thought this said chapter, like chapter 1, chapter 2. But I think that's his last name. Okay, so this, whatever. I'm just going to read it. Be wary of the people you let in, the people you decide to trust, the people you decide to put your faith in. Feel their energy, learn it, understand it, and decide whether they have your best interests at hand. Sometimes the most poisonous people come in the form of medicine. Ruh-roh. Careful, careful. 3 little gems I picked up from failed relationships. Also follow these folks on social media because they post their poems and their work and their musings and all of these things on social media. I know that Billy does because I follow him. That's where I found him and why I bought his book. So, this one says, 3 little gems I picked up from failed relationships. 1. Connection with yourself is more important than one you can have with anyone else. Don't destroy yourself to make someone else whole. Important. The most important. There is no harm in patience. Don't be rushed into being something you're not. by souls that don't appreciate, wait, let me read that again. Don't be rushed into being something you're not by souls that don't appreciate your growth and being. Number 3, sometimes life will leave you in the middle of the ocean with no one around you, but that doesn't mean you should stop swimming, right? These all make sense. These all resonate. You've all been in situations like this. If you haven't, kudos to you. Hopefully you take the advice from those of us who have been and avoid them altogether and grow from our growth and our experiences and our lessons, the things that we are trying to pass down and teach, so you don't ever have to experience them. Darling, you are not obligated to settle for love that doesn't fill you in spaces that deserve honey and gold. Oh my God. I bought this book years and years and years ago. I usually sign them somewhere when I pick them up, but I'm pretty sure I bought this in when I lived in the apartment, so that would have been, actually no, I bought this when I was in my house. Goddamn. Alright. It's old and it's loved and it's used, and I've given away a lot of these books, and I'm trying to acquire the copies to them again. Not the copies to them. I'm trying to acquire copies of them. Different copies of them, so I can keep giving them to people who may need them, and keep them for myself, because I like to read from them too. But again, Billy Chapta, poetry by Billy Chapta, Sour Honey and Soul Food. Get it on Amazon. I'll put it right here for now while we continue on with the reading. The decks that I use, they're always gonna, well, not always, because I am gonna acquire more as I go. But the only ones that I have for now are the Fountain Tarot, the Wild Unknown, and this one that I just got, Fairy Tale Lenormand deck. I'm pretty sure you can find all of these on Amazon at this point. If not, Instagram. Yeah, I wanted to read from the deck on these. There. Will that work for you? I think you can see all of it. Alright, Fairy Tale Lenormand, because I've never had a Lenormand deck before. I don't even really know what that word means. I'm assuming it's just a different type of divination. So we're gonna dive in. We already talked about the sun. I don't want to read that story again, but I will read the keywords: opportunity, success, vitality. Let's see. When the sun shines in your reading, good things are coming. The world will sparkle with chances for you. Look for openings in your life. When you take advantage of them, success will naturally follow. Sometimes those lucky events can be disguised like Princess Daylight in her crone form. It's not always easy to see potentials for success, so when the sun shines, pay attention to hidden opportunities and avenues for growth and money. When the sun is overhead, good things and money are coming your way. Woo! Alright. And then we have the Mountain. It is playing card. This one was playing card Ace of Hearts. Or, God damn it, that's diamonds, Caitlin. I don't know why that just came out of my mouth. Ace of Diamonds. Alright. Oh my gosh, this is not at all, see? I'm glad I read this, because that's not at all what I got from this card. You guys heard what I said about it. I saw it as like a 3 of Cups, having a mountain trip in a log cabin in Colorado, and healing all of your chakras, like possibly getting engaged. That's what I saw. This says blockage, blockages, trouble, a nemesis, obstacles. I don't like the wording of this. In the indigenous people's tale, Koma Kulshan, I don't know how to read the language that I was taught, which is English, so bear with me, had 2 wives. One was said to be beautiful while the other was kind. As time went on, the beautiful wife became jealous of his kind wife, and this caused many problems. The jealous one threatened to leave, but the mountain did not try to stop her. Why? I mean, if you want to leave, bye. Grieving because her husband didn't seem to want her, this pretty woman became the mountain known as Mount Rainier. Oh, this mountain blocked, so you could be going to Mount Rainier. You could be moving there. You could be visiting and getting engaged there. That's really cute. Grieving because her husband didn't seem to want her, this pretty woman, Mount Rainier. This mountain blocked the way so that the kindly wife could not travel home to see her ailing mother. Well, goddamn. So Como Kulshan had to deal with this obstruction. The second wife also transformed into a mountain. Goddamn. Now, when you look toward Mount Baker, you can see Como Kulshan and his 2 wives. Is that what this is? Oh yeah, look. I never would have in a million years known that story. So, okay, thank you for that. So there's his 2 wives at the bottom, and that's him. It's a pretty cool story. You should look it up, because that's all. This card is about what blocks your path. It shows trouble coming or already here. It could mean that an enemy wishes ill on you. Whatever. Perhaps your nemesis is... It says 1, but it could be more than 1. Perhaps your nemesis is actively looking to cause misfortune in your life. Look to nearby cards to see what can help you, as well as who may be involved in this block. When mountains show up, you must figure out a way around it. It can also indicate that your journey is going to be harder than expected, which is fine. I mean, I'm going to take it how I took it first because I like that better. So this henceforth is known as Mount Rainier card, and if someone did put you in a third-party situation, walk the fuck away and don't ever look back, and don't turn into a mountain for them, and don't create obstacles for the other person, the third-party person, his second wife. Leave that shit in the dust and move on, because there's someone who wants to give you an actual ring and who really wants to be with you and who is going to grant all your wishes. I don't know if that's what this card really means. It could mean death is coming to you and your family. But I see it as a genie with a ring. And what was that, 25? I'll pick it up in a second, don't worry. It's right here, I can see it. 25. With Ace of Clubs. Contact, obligation, legal document, duty, duty. Engagement. Okay, so I read that one right. For the ring to turn to the table of... Okay. So they're associating all of these with fairy tales, which fucking makes sense because it's called a fairy tale. Lenormand, that's why I bought it. Because I like fairy tales and stories and mythical creatures, stories, myths, all of it, legends, all of it. Love it. Can't get enough. Alright. Card number 25. Ring. I'm going to pick it up real quick. Un momento, por favor. Put my face right here. Alright. You see how it's like a genie? It's coming hard out of a lamp. Don't be disgusting. With what looks to be an emerald ring. Jade, maybe even. And it's got a vortex in the middle of it. Look at that ring. It's really fucking pretty. And all these sparkly shinings. And all that glitters is absolutely gold. Let me see. Oh, trying to catch some light. Oh, look at that. All right. For the ring, we turn to the table. For the ring, we turn to the tale of Aladdin and the magic lamp. Rather than a romantic icon, in the Lenormand system, this card stands for duty among others. Wait. What? This card stands for duty among other things. Okay, among other things. It stands for big, fat duty. The best kind of duty. Here, the princess in Aladdin's tale has been forced to marry. Her obligation, well, she's not. They try to, but she doesn't end up having to. Her obligation for her country. Fuck that. Fuck that country. I'm just joking. This marriage is a duty-based event rather than one of the heart. Fortunately for her, Aladdin has contracted with a man he thinks is his uncle, but is an evil magician. I must only know the Disney version of this with the Sultan and Jafar and Iago. Aladdin has contracted with a man he thinks is his uncle, but is an evil magician. So yes, this could be like it's associated with the magician card in traditional tarot, however you say it. Aladdin has been given the job of going into... so Jafar. Okay. Aladdin has been given the job of going into the magical cave, which is a tiger in the movie, if you recall. He finds the lamp, but refuses to give it to the magician, Jafar, who traps him. Aladdin is stuck there until he rubs the lamp. Ooh-wee. Oh, that's right. Okay, because it collapses in on himself, and now he's trapped in this cave until he finds the lamp and rubs one out. And then the genie appears. The genie appears, granting Aladdin 3 wishes. With those wishes, he is able to marry the princess, turning the marriage contract into a love match. Guilty bootsy. But don't make love and other people the focus of your wishes, please. It's weird. Focus on yourself. When the ring turns up, remember your duty and obligations. This can be a warning to pay attention to contracts that you've signed or are about to sign. Don't sign if there are any warning cards nearby, like clouds or a snake. We do. We have a mountain. An obstacle. Don't sign if there are warning cards nearby. But we've also got the sun. I feel like these are... But, okay, so they said this is not a warning card, but it's an obstacle. So I would take that as if someone's offering you a ring or a contract, double check it, triple check it, especially if it's someone who is involved in the law. Because they probably know more than you if you are not a lawyer yourself, right? So any prenups, if someone proposes to you, if you sign a prenup, make sure, and you should, to protect yourself more than anybody else. Even if this person has $1 bajillion and you've got negative $26, sign a prenup because there is a chance, and because if you are who I think you are, and you are, because I know you are, you're going to end up making a lot of money. Whether it's from a small investment from your husband, your fiance, your business partner, it's going to be money that comes from your ideas and from your hard work and your determination and your passion. So if you are about to get engaged, or someone is wanting to propose to you, even if it's business, they want you to sign an NDA, just make sure you read all of the fine prints and hire your own lawyer. If they are a lawyer, get a different lawyer, one that you trust, one that you know, one that is local, that you can go to or Skype with or talk to, whatever. Dot your T's and cross your I's, okay? But also, you've got some wishes. This looks like wish fulfillment, the magician having all of the resources to do all of the things. Yeah, we're already at 30 minutes, so I'm going to leave it there. I might do a part 2 extended on Vimeo. I think it's called Vimeo. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there because I just did 30 minutes with 2 books and 3 cards. So I'm going to say we're Gucci. Gucci coochie. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit.